You know, this has probably taken about an hour now, so that's really not $5, right? I'm not gonna pay myself, I don't know, $2 or whatever, but it's still gonna be a bigger item on my tables for those little kids who the size them, you know? They see a little $5 toy and they would really like a bigger toy, then there's gonna be something bigger on the table. It's not gonna be as cute as my cows, but I'm gonna try to make it cute. As cute as I can anyways. And it helps me reduce my overall waste, which is something that I really like to try to do. Like right now, I'm still small enough that when I get orders, I'm shipping them in reused Amazon packaging. And then I just use, I have these little stickers that I put on my packaging that are like, this shop uses like repackaged material or whatever. So I put all of these on my packages, and right now I'm small enough that I can still use like my Amazon boxes, and I just save them that I can send out orders and stuff like that. So I do stuff like that, especially because I'm so small. Like, it really only makes sense for me to try to be as eco-friendly as I can be, especially since I do use chenille, and chenille is really not an eco-friendly material, since it is like, it's man-produced, it's man-made, it's made as by byproducts. So, but that's just how I feel about it. So I really want to make these little monsters, which I think they'll end up pretty cute. My table for super cheap, because this is all just going to be like my scrap yarn. And it'll be something that if people love them, that's great. If people don't love them and they sit around for a while, I'm not really going to feel bad, because it's not like I'm buying yarn trying to make these. I'm literally using up like my littlest bits of yarn. Not to say it's not tedious, because it is. It's super tedious trying to string together all this tiny yarn into a project. Some of my pieces are quite big, which is nice. Now it might actually be too small. Let me see if I can find some bigger chunks that go with the colors. I do want to kind of keep the colors like not crazy off from each other, so that it kind of at least looks like a similar vibe to each other. Oh, that's a nice long one. The bad thing is that all these pieces have been cut, so I'm covered in teeny tiny bits of chenille, and it keeps going up my nose. And then I'm trying to decide right now if I want to try to use safety eyes or if I want to go ahead and use felt. I'm leaning towards the felt because I just got a large order of felt in, and I really like to, like, I do needle felting on my plushies. I'm trying to look for a good example. I don't see one. Oh, my small live. I can't reach him. I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Yeah, but I like to do the needle felting details on my plushies too. And before I didn't have enough of like thicker felt to actually be able to do that. So I was just cutting and like gluing, and it doesn't look as nice. Like you can see on my Gengar, his face looks good. I like it, I do. But I just prefer needle felting because all of like these rough edges would be pushed into the plush and it wouldn't be so prominent, if that makes sense. Let it go. But I just got, a larger order of felt in, so I'll be able to do felt in more colors. I just did a little baby Squirtle for my friend Amber. I don't know if